What is up, everybody? Welcome to the first official stream in the studio of 2023. We have been very busy. If you guys haven't known, we'll figure today would be kind of a chill stream. We're going to be checking out the Falcon Northwest FragBox, which I thought would be super exciting. Music's a little loud. Okay, let's fix that. I can change that here, there too. So anyway, we are going to be checking out the Falcon Northwest FragBox. I figured we would talk about CES. We could talk about all sorts of news and then everything else. Talk about the new year, what's kind of happening and all that sort of stuff, and kind of get everything started for 2023, just in time for an ad to start apparently. But for those of you who don't know, my name is Robey, the host of Robeytech. I have been, we're going on year 4, guys. This is the 4th year. 2023 is our 4th year now in existence. So we're starting to be mature, I guess. And yeah, it's an exciting time as we've started to curate our content and prepare for what's coming up in the new year. We've been trying to think about what to do. So yeah, just for those folks who are always, people are always here for giveaways. Yeah, like a fine wine. That's right. I think we need to be at 15 for that, right, B-Mock? In terms of what to expect in terms of giveaways, because I know people always want to know that. So here's the deal, guys. I think what we're going to do is we're going to combine what are the sub-only giveaways and the PC giveaways and combine them into one and basically give away a PC a month, because that seems like the best way to essentially ensure that people are all entered to win and have a chance to basically to win something and give something that people seem to be so excited about. We've done GPU giveaways for a while, but I think for the most part, I think people just want something a little bit more substantial. So what we're going to essentially do is we're going to attach the subs to the quality of the PC. So the PC we're starting off with for the month of January is a Ryzen 7 7600X. It has a 6650 XT. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD, and that's the PC that we're going to give away currently for the month of January. If we hit at 2,000 subs, we'll upgrade that to a 6800 XT, or basically we'll unlock an amount in terms of how much the person has to change, and then essentially that person can basically make changes to the build based on what we have in terms of availability. So if they want to upgrade the CPU, if they want to upgrade the storage, if they want to upgrade the GPU, they have all those options. So it should be pretty cool. I think it'll be a neat way to kind of get people more in. It means everybody's open to win it, but subscribers now, based on whether they're 1, 2, or 3, will basically have additional entries to win. So once it's unlocked, it'll actually be a giveaway that won't run live. It's just everybody will be entered, and then basically once those giveaways, we'll announce essentially the winner based on the people who are live and then the entries from the people who go in there. So we'll have a cool way to basically do it, so that way it's balanced. So subscribers will have very heavy weighted towards winning it, but gifted subs and all that stuff will actually help as well. So we'll have a little bit more information on it as we start going towards the middle of the year. But yeah, we figured that was a bet way to just give away a great PC once a year. So we'll basically give away 12 PCs a year. And then subscribers, you get a better chance to basically get in on that, is the way that it works. So it should be cool, and it should be fun, and then the way that you go from there. Yeah, it's like a silent auction kind of things. YouTube subs, unfortunately, given that they don't give financial support, but if you do super chats will count. So those will count for entries, and it's basically 1 entry per every $5 in a super chat. So, which is the equivalent of a YouTube thing. So we are tracking it the way that we have it working. We're working on the stuff, but it basically it allows everybody to basically get a chance to win, and we'll have other ones too. So it's going to be a really awesome thing, and it should be more balanced. Then people walk away, instead of just with a GPU or whatever it was, they'll walk away with an entire PC. Can Cable Mods PSU extension? Yes, they can. In fact, they actually have mini ITX versions of those. So anyway, to unlock the PC, we still have a subscriber goal, right? So again, we want to get to 2,000 unless it's basically going to be a base build, and then of course we'll have to reduce based on if it's only 900 subs in a month, then we'll have to reduce it. But we want to basically give it out to around a $1,200 or $1,500 rig. So yeah, it should be cool. Yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. I actually in the PC or something else. I'm confused. Pepsi, for the giveaways for what's happening today, what we have on the giveaways today is if we have 250 likes on the YouTube, then we'll give away a $25 Newegg gift card, and every level 5 hype train also unlocks a Newegg gift card. So that's kind of the way that it works. And we're at level 3 right now, so we can unlock the other ones as well. So in terms of there's no PC giveaway today. They always happen at the end of the month. So. So that's essentially what is happening. And then if we double the subs, let's say for instance we get to 3,000 or 4,000, then we'll give away 2 PCs is the way that it works. One for subs and then one for basically regular viewers. That's the way it works. Igor taking us up to level 4 and moving it on from there. So yeah, that's what's happening for this month. Is the way it works. And I'll work with Blondie. We'll get the rules posted pretty quickly. We were talking about it all for the last couple days. We were just trying to figure out how to basically just make it a little bit better than just a GPU giveaway. Because it seems like people really get more excited about the PC giveaways than anything else. So, but if you have feedback, head over to discord.gg/Robeytech. Again, we do know for at least this month we'll stick with the PC one, but if we need to change it for February, we absolutely will. It's not, because essentially there's a free entry. H2O. So you are always entered to win. So you do not need to pay to enter. No, it's free. So, okay. Anyway, that is all of that. I think that covers the giveaways and all that sort of stuff in terms of getting there. I'd like to see how high we can go. Can we get to 100 today? Let's just get it started. We have a shorter month, and let's go from there. Yeah, and that way, yeah, the not being there part we'll do something kind of cool to celebrate with it. So for those people who attend and know the winner, there'll be some other bigger giveaways that'll happen during that anyway. So it should be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to say what else we can think about. Anything else that we can think about? Well, I mean, Pepsi, you have to understand, we are giving away a PC, and it's about financial support for the team. So yeah. Oh, that's weird, Death Giver. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else anybody wants to talk about before we start talking about our awesome PC build for today? But yeah, it's been busy. We have a really cool video coming out tomorrow, I hope. On Thursday. You guys are going to tune a brand new series that's going to be launching called the Just Build series. So it's just going to be just me, just building, just music. Should be pretty cool. I know we've had some people who've watched the streams and are like, hey, I wish there was some ones where you didn't talk and all you did was build. So those are going to be coming out. The first one of those is on Thursday. Really excited. We have a new case on Thursday, another new case on Saturday. We're going to be building with a really, really high-end system coming up next week as well. So we have that coming up. And then outside of that, it's just going to be, for the most part, I think we have 2 more, basically 2 more commission builds. And then we're going to be very, very light on commissions. We might do 1 a month is kind of the way that we're looking at it, but no more. But yeah, we're basically, it should be pretty cool. We did actually overclock a PC and an ice bar. I hope people saw that. We got our ambient temperature and our idle temperature to 7 degrees Celsius, which was pretty awesome. So a lot of fun with that. So you'll see that video that's coming out on Monday. Yeah, so it's just been a big week. Seeing those hype PC cases at CES and would love to build one. Rumble, if you want to come in on Saturday, we're going to be building in the Height Y40. We're probably going to build another 3070 Ti system, since that's like the most reasonably priced, and I use reasonably priced in quotes, but it is the most reasonably priced NVIDIA card right now. And then we, honestly guys, really, we saw some very impressive stuff. Things that we can't talk about, but the things that we can, I was really kind of impressed with Thermaltake. They have the most in terms of cases that are going to support 420 millimeter AIOs, which, I mean, we're obviously going to need. It was really cool to get to be there for the announce of the 7950 X3D, as well as the 7900. It'll be fun to get to play with those, and of course, we'll actually get the opportunity to do so. It was cool. The Thermaltake fans, like just the fact that they were magnets was pretty bonkers. The Asus 1440p LG OLED at 240 hertz was actually really cool. Was really impressed with their new AIOs from not just them, from Fantex, from Asus, and then also from Thermaltake, and then with brand new cold plates, 8th gen Asetek pumps, which are going to be cool. The D30s from Fantex were incredibly neat. Had a really cool mechanism for daisy chaining, so then we'll be able to build in that starting in the month of February. We're going to be changing how we do our case reviews and stuff like that as well, so it should be cool. Weird, Twitch won't let me gift subs anymore. What's wrong, Igor? What does it say? You might, yeah, he's on cooldown. You've gifted too much, Igor. Calm down there, buddy. Yeah, will you show us that you can get a 120 fan in the rear with a 360 red at the top this time? Yes. You know, I will tell you this right now, H2O. I was actually really surprised. I don't know if it had to do with the thickness. I'm actually gonna use a different AIO for the build that we do on Friday, just to basically make it a little bit nicer. But yeah, I was actually really surprised by that too, because I haven't seen many builds that actually have 120s in the back. What's up, Bobby Cat? It's good to see you too. Thank you, WTF, for the sub. Couple minutes left, guys. We're already level. Oh yeah, we got to finish level 5. So we got 2 minutes left, and then we'll finish out level 5, and then we'll unlock a giveaway. So let's get those last like couple subs, and then we'll be on the way. BC Murray 75. Thank you very much for the sub. But yeah, no, I was interested. Like it's going to be interesting to see about the Y40. I want to test the thermals and stuff on it too. We just haven't had a chance because we've been so busy. Yeah, I agree. I'm interested to see. So height. So believe it or not, it was really funny. You guys want to hear a funny story, and then we got plenty of time. This isn't going to take too long, but going for there. Can you show off your current 3000 series you have that you love the look of? To be honest, my favorite one still is the EVGA 3000 series. But I love that light bar. Is probably my favorite looking of one. The second one would be the white Strix, the 3090 or 3080 white Strix. Yeah, the funny thing was, so we got finished building that build live at CES, and then the folks at Height were like, you know what, can we have it in our booth? And I was like, sure. 30 seconds, guys, let's get it. We're at the last little bit. Let's get that unlocked, that last little bit. We just need I want to give the giveaway away. 20 seconds. We just got to get those last. Riddick, thank you. Riddick comes in clutch and unlocks it, and we're good. Riddick is a rock star, everybody. Come on, Riddick. Everybody say Riddick, hashtag Riddick for that one. BC, thank you for your subs as well. When do you get to review the AMD? So again, that's all up to AMD. I don't have any of the boxes close to me right now. This is not, okay, so I want to show you guys this. We'll get to this here in a minute because we've unlocked the hype train, and the hype train's all finished. So thank you very much to, obviously, Riddick and Igor for being the top ones at for this month so far. Great, but can you show one you have in the studio? All that I have in the studio is all 40 series at this point in time. All of mine are 40 series. Yeah. So yeah, you guys want to see this? So this right here, let's talk about this. We'll go from there. Oh, and by the way, new Christmas gift. By the way, new Christmas gift, new Wow Stick, guys. The Wow Stick Mini. We have the Wow Stick Mini in the house. So we have the Wow Stick and the Wow Stick Mini. It was a gift from my wife. She hooked me up with it, so we're gonna be showing. That's gonna be new and available for us to show off and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. The Y60 is a beast, and we have one just sitting back there. So let me go in there and show you guys the FragBox and get it going from here. And we'll start here. So I'm actually I'm a huge. It was one of those things. Let's talk about Falcon a little bit before I go too far. And I'm going to text Kelton and finally let him know that we actually went live real quick. Where'd he go? Okay, there you go. Okay, so this is the Falcon Northwest FragBox. Let's talk about Falcon. So Falcon was one of those. Falcon is actually considered the first ever to make the gaming PC. So that's how long they have been in existence. And for those of us who grew up with PC gaming, when PC gaming just kind of started to take off, which yes, that's how old I am. Hootie Hoot, thank you very much for the sub. And Kif, Cliff94, thank you also for the sub. They were like, there used to be magazines where they'd have amazing spreads, and their PCs were always incredibly expensive. Now, the reason it's called Falcon is because they were building it like, they loved the games like Falcon 3.0, the MiG-21. They were all about flight sim type games. And the other thing that's also really cool about Falcon was also the fact that when they built these PCs, like they were pioneers in terms of when they were building it. So the whole purpose of these was to basically build PCs that were perfect for gaming. And so they have existed for a very long time. Now, unlike companies like Alienware or companies like Main Gear or Origin, who are also like these boutique high tier companies, they've always kind of set a bar and then they've stuck with it. They haven't grown any bigger. Their studio, their facility isn't any further away, like any bigger than it has. They weren't trying to be in-box stores. They've always been custom in terms of building the PC. And the other thing too is a lot of their chassis and stuff like that, unlike companies like Origin or Main Gear or other ones, Main Gear actually has their own custom stuff. But the thing is that every single one of their chassis is custom designed for their particular build. So when you think about the engineering for these PCs, they're essentially engineered from the bottom up to basically be the best performing PCs that you can purchase, and at the same time, very, very premium. Now, when you think about the clientele who have a tendency to purchase these PCs, you're talking about people like Mark Rains from Epic. You're also talking about all of the game developments. The U.S. military actually uses these specifically FragBoxes, which is where they got the name, for the Apache helicopters. So they carry them around, drop them off, pull all the radar data and targeting data, and then they store them on FragBoxes. NASA uses them. They are literally considered and developed some of the best engineered PCs that are on the planet. And not only did I cover this, but also Jay over at Jay's 2 Cents also had an opportunity to basically to cover these as well. They are just incredibly well-built PCs. And so Kelt, who has a big passion, who is now I consider very much a friend of mine, who actually got us the 7900 XTX we put inside of the Ford video, is just all about making the best PCs that you can get. So when you think about the highest tier, the highest level of pre-built gaming PCs, that's where Falcon sits. And they literally don't compromise when it comes to performance as much as they potentially can. Now, that being said, this is a small form factor PC. This PC that you guys are looking at right now is a 13900K and an RTX 4090 inside of it in terms of size. So when you look at this versus, so this is a standard small form factor PC versus their normal size, the one that we've actually shown before. This is the Falcon Northwest Talon. And we've shown this off before, but just to give you an idea in terms of size and scale, this is a Talon, which is their high-end, like full-blown, full-built PC, and then this is the size of the FragBox. And huge shout out to Falcon for actually hooking us up with this PC. This is a PC we will be giving away, by the way. This Robeytech Falcon-themed PC we'll be giving away later on the year in partnership with Falcon. So we are going to, if somebody wants to win this, this is a heck of a machine. This would be a big win for any person to basically win. So the 7950, 7900X, so you can get a 7900 XTX 7950 version of this as well. Except for the one thing that is also really important, and I'll show you guys a little bit of this inside of the Talon, is that because of their custom engineered cases, and the reason that you don't see as many 7900 XTX and 7900 XTX and 7950s is right now getting those PCs is actually getting those cards, specifically given some of the overheating issues, they only use reference versions of those cards. And the reason is that when you look at a Falcon PC, and this one has a 3090 Ti in it, the actual systems themselves, oops, let me put this like this so you guys can see it here. And let's go to side here. So the actual systems themselves, these GPUs are mounted into the case. So when you ship them, there's no Instapack or anything like that. They are literally mounted. And this thing, I mean, these things are like so thick in terms of just quality. I mean, these things are essentially tanks. So they're so well built, and because they, unlike, you know, when you look at like any other like BP Paradox or or BP Customs or anything like that, when they basically build and you get to choose whatever your parts are, these guys are the opposite. Custom-made AIO, custom-made AIO, custom-made chassis, and then of course they also have to make sure that you can securely put anything that you put inside of this, so that way your chances of this machine being broken don't actually happen. And one of the craziest stories about the Falcon systems is that there was one of the ambassadors, so one of the places, there was a bombing of one of the embassies, and there was a Falcon Northwest system, and it was the full built one with the metal front, and there was a grenade thrown into their room. The person hid behind the Falcon Northwest. The other two people who were on the outside died. The person behind the machine actually lived. And the system, I need to confirm, but the system I think still worked. So that's just kind of telling you, when you think about the materials and stuff that this thing is built in, a lot of the money that you spend on a Falcon system is actually built in and around the chassis, which is actually pretty crazy. So when they absolutely have 7900 XTX and 7950 XTXs, and actually we will be showing you off what their Tiki system, which actually is smaller even than this, and that'll have a 7900 XTX, 7950 in it with the same cooling capacity. So I know Bebop will be really excited about that. But anyway, I just want to show you just kind of the sizes here in terms of this is a 7950 3090 Ti system, and then this is a 13900K 4090 system, and it's just giving you an idea in terms of the overall size between the two. What about mini version temperature? Is it hot? So we're gonna one of the things we're gonna show you guys today is we're gonna run this, benchmark it, show you all that stuff today, so you guys can essentially see just how good these systems are. But I want to give you an idea in terms of the size and scale of the two systems, because I feel like that's the best way to do it. And the other thing too is the printing and stuff like that. You can do the same level print, which is probably one of the nicest prints on here. You can get this same quality type print on the FragBox. So if you want it to look essentially like it's a graphic, and this isn't like a wrap. This is an actual print on the metal. So if you want to have like this really nice print on the FragBox, you do have that option as well. So Igor, thank you very much for the gifted sub. So yeah, but yeah, there you go. That's the Talon versus the FragBox. There's the Falcon. It will be very hard to get rid of this system, because I've wanted a Falcon for so long. So when we decided to finally give this away, I was like actually very sad. Luckily, I get to keep the FragBox, so we're good there. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the engineering of this stuff, but I wanted to, do you guys, any questions? Any questions or anything like that before we, any questions or anything more like that before we move on to just kind of showing you the insides and stuff like that? Because I want you guys to, see the actual build and what we have inside of it. Do the PC, yeah, you're looking at the RGB. There's a giant RGB sign right in the front, Bobby Cat. El Solo Doctor dropping 2,000 towards the whole thing. Okay, so let's let you guys ready to take a look on the inside. And all the other parts, like the mobile RAM, could be custom. So the other parts are not custom built. Obviously, the thing is there's only certain components you can put inside of it. We can show you the customization if you guys want to see it in terms of building one of these PCs later. But the way to think about it, somebody said, is it hot? I will say this. Number one, it goes above the 253 watts that are basically that is stock for Intel. So it does go above in terms of what it is. What they've essentially done is they've given you enough thermal headroom to get the absolute most power that you can out of an enclosure this small. So you guys have seen me build other PCs. So for instance, like the Fractal Ridge, which is a much smaller PC, but I could never put a 13900K. And the only other small form factor 13900K that you could purchase that's even close to this size is the Intel Raptor Canyon Nooks, and those things get nerfed to heck. So this has nothing like that. So you're basically getting full performance. You guys will see the Cinebench score on this, but the Cinebench score on this outperforms some of our just stock full case 13900K systems. But yes, the case, I mean, you are talking about if this runs long enough, like for 20-25 minutes, you will get thermal throttling on a 13900K. So they did, but for gaming, most blast runs or anything like that, you're not going to have any thermal issues in terms of this particular PC. And again, we'll just show you the data so you guys can essentially see it right off the bat. And there are things that you could still do if you wanted to bring that thermal profile down, just turn off all the enhancements whatsoever, and then this thing won't have anything like that. But at the same time, they want to make sure that you're hitting 5.6 all core and all that sort of stuff. You're getting 5.6 on 1 or 2 cores like you're supposed to on a 13900K, and that your boost clock is running as long as it can with this particular rig. So Bobbycat asked, hey, Robey, what are your thoughts on the non-X CPUs? I think right now my thoughts on the non-X versions of the CPUs is that given the X and the non-X are so close in price, I don't know why you would buy them. Now, if the non-X versions drop in price, then there might be some reasons, but right now it's like a $20 difference. So, and do you think the 13900KS will be the king of CPUs? I don't know, not until we test it. So I won't know until I can get it up. Yeah, the non-X will be very good for, but I mean, again, the thing is that you can still, I mean, sure, but again, you can just turn the air-cooled mode off. And so some of the people who've already tested them based on the leaks that came out there, it's still better to just restrict an X versus doing the non-X version. So I don't even know for SFF if that's even a good answer, because even for 20 bucks more, yeah. You could still run a 7900X and do it at less than 90 watt, at 110 watts, still keep it cool, and you're gonna get better power. And it's $20 more, you know what I mean, Org? So I'm not entirely sure. It's a weird place. Now, if it was like a $60 difference, then I think it might make sense, or a $50 difference. But for $20 more, I mean, in most FSF, I mean, like you can do the Deep Rock 110 watt low profile cooler and cool a 7900 watt at that rate. You don't need to enable eco mode either. You can also basically, most BIOSes have an airbox mode that does the same thing without actually running eco. So I don't know. It's an interesting case, because really, all in all, like when you talk about the guys, like when you talk about the people who might buy them, I guess maybe for maybe for like Dell and stuff like that. But I mean, for Origin and some of the other ones, I'm not entirely sure. Even they would go to the. It just depends on what the pricing is from AMD, I guess. Okay, so let's take a look at the top of this. So let's open this. You guys can see it a little bit. So we'll go to top down here. A couple things about this, and I was just talking about the premiumness of the case. Is check this out. So when you do pull these are captive and they're pop. So there's even some machining in terms of that too, right? So they do. Actually, I think the top's frozen, guys. Let me figure out what's going on there, because you guys should be seeing more than what you're seeing. It looks like the top might be frozen. Let me fix this. Top camera. There we go. Okay. Okay, so when you open this, it pops out. Now again, couple things. You can actually remove the handles if you wanted to. You don't have to. I did basically ask the folks at Falcon. Maiden tuned is 76 and now getting the Cinebench with 18C less. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Nice. There's so much fun. There's so much fun that you can actually have with CPUs. Like, I love playing with them. Like, I spent I love taking the tuning, and Maiden's actually really good in terms of playing with his stuff, which is actually, wow, that sounds really dirty. I mean, playing with his CPU. So you can actually remove the top. The reason that they keep the handle on it, and they wanted to make it a little bit harder in terms of removing it, is they didn't want this to be something where you stack things on top of it, because when you look at, obviously, your thermal profile, the way thermals work is it sucks in air from both sides, and then basically you have a 280 millimeter AIO there at the top. So there is our beautiful RTX 4090. sitting inside of there. So you got 280 millimeter AIO, and then you got your RTX 4090, which is actually pretty cool. You got a 7, oh nice, okay, cool. And then, yeah, give it the old try to make the thermal throttle. Larry OTG Twitch, you are not going to be disappointed. And then don't forget to check out the WoW Stick Mini, man. Look at this bad boy. It's so small and it still has the light, and it does reverse and backwards. And it's, you know, long battery life. So we're checking this one out too. We'll get a link for that one too. We'll get a link for it. Oh, there it is. There's the WoW Stick. And the other two is it comes with this awesome metallic screw mat, which is actually pretty cool. So I was actually really stoked about that. Okay, so let's talk about the side. So let's take a look at the side here. Same thing. You got those really cool edges here. Just pops up. Now, you guys, this might look familiar. This is our 80 Plus Platinum. We actually we just got finished using this in terms of our Fractal Ridge, 1000 watt Platinum Plus, SFFL, Silverstone PSU. So plenty of power for our RTX 4090. It is a micro ATX for the motherboard. You've got DDR5. I think it's 6,000 megahertz. 6,000 mega transfer, DDR5 RAM, and then you can just see things like, look at how good the cable management is. I mean, you're talking about Robeytech level cable management throughout the entire thing. So again, really good job here. I will say, if you do get a newer version of this, you actually don't get these cables. They now use cable mod cables instead. But you know, because this was the second one ever made. That's why they were showing, that's why it has this particular cables, but now they're actually different cables. And then, of course, you've got that 280 millimeter AIO with those custom RGB German fans that they get. So, again, big thing for them is also absolutely quiet. So the thermal profile from these things are insanely quiet in terms of how loud it is. And I can show you guys a little bit of that as well. By the way, RC Tron Maximum, thank you for the resub. And subscribe for 2 months, man. That's huge. When they say Great Y40, I bought one and it comes tomorrow. Stoked to get it built. If you want to tune in on Friday, by the way, we're going to be building another one. So you guys can get like the full studio experience. Hey, how are we doing on likes on YouTube, by the way? I'm sorry about the ads, guys. We give away enough subs that it's always weird. 60, come on. Remember, guys, 250 likes and let's unlock those giveaways. Okay, so let's take a look at the other side, because this is the part that, well, actually, we'll go to the bottom first, because this is actually pretty cool as well. So at the bottom, one of the things that they added for the SFF is this little door right here. So this little door right here is for if you have a micro ATX motherboard that has a slot for putting in an additional M.2. They wanted to create a place for you to be able to do that. And also, if you decide that you want to change the mounting hardware for the AIO or whatever it was, so you can get to that as well. So pretty cool, like just nice little quality of life feature. And again, you can also remove the feet if you wanted to, which I don't know why you would want to, but again, there's very little airflow that you're pulling from this, but you could remove the feet and make it just even a little bit more low profile if you wanted to. Sorry, Thursday, yes. No, Saturday. I meant Saturday. Tune in on Saturday. Saturday will be the Y40 build. So, Andrew, you're going to be pretty impressed with the airflow for this one. Okay, and then now, the super cool part, this is the 4090 side. And one of the things that they added to improve airflow is these small fans that go on the side as well. So also very cool, just to add additional airflow. So these are, again, very quiet, but at the same time, it's all about pushing as much air into. So it blows air through to the GPU, keeping GPU temps in the low 50s. So I have all the temps for this, but you guys will see this when we test it as well. But it keeps the GPU in the low 50s under load, and then blows additional air to the 280 millimeter AIO as well. And then again, look at, just incredible cable management right here along the side for basically adding all of your cables. It's an incredibly just clean build in terms of just quality. And then again, it's magnetic plus latches, so you just pop it in, and then you're good to go. And then very, very thin, so again, almost little to no resistance in terms of the side there. And then easy to put back together, just like that. And then it goes, it's just just pops together, and you're good to go. Ugh. So there is the kind of the engineering and the build aspect of it in terms of how it's built and looks good. For front I/O, you do get two USB 3.2 and a USB-C connection. They did do a version of this that actually used to have smaller fans, but just to go through all the engineering. But again, this ended up being the setup that provided the most optimal in terms of temps. So, yeah, if you can get Falcon to build your PC. Though I have heard rumors that Falcon would actually let me build one of their PCs, which is actually very flattering. I'll be honest. So yeah, there is the Falcon FragBox in terms of the engineering and stuff like that, and then the overall look. We can go ahead and turn it on so you guys can get an idea of the thermal profile. And then the other two is I want to put it under load so you guys can hear just how quiet it is, which is always the fun part for me. Ugh. How heavy does it feel? It's still pretty hefty. Like, don't get me wrong, this thing is not light. I don't remember how much it weighs exactly. I'm pretty sure we can find it on the site though. Or if Kelt's watching, he could text me. So the air is vented out of the top, of which there is massive, if you can look down at the top down, there's actually massive holes. So again, the way thermal profile works is that it pulls in air from both sides, and then it's vented out of the top. Yeah, this is the perfect travel PC for sure. Getting there it is. I put it in like the same 5 ways. Have you thought about getting a thermal camera for these temp? We do actually have them, Riddick. We actually have a thermal camera. So if you guys want to see it, we actually have one. So we could show that. We actually have a FLIR. And it's made by, I can go get it from the other room. What's the appeal here? So, I mean, obviously the appeal for something like this is very, very small footprint, a lot of power with a lot of small footprint. Yes, the ability to basically take it on the go, for a lot of companies who have a tendency to use these, they also use them for trade shows because it's, oh, there it is, 15 to 35 pounds. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so again, that's kind of the smallest thing is like some people just want small PCs. Some people want PCs they can take on the go. Trade shows like these have shown up at like the Intel. If you guys watched the 13900K announce, this system, one of the FragBoxes was actually at one of those. They're used by the Army, the Apache helicopter. They use these specific builds to basically carry the PCs around to Apache helicopters to upload nav data and mission data. And then, like small, like where somebody might need multiple systems and not just have a lot of space for them. So yeah. So Hextrude, you'll see it. For gaming, no, you won't have any issues in terms of gaming. Even if you're doing things like rendering and stuff like that, again, Epic uses these, no issues in terms of their. If you were gonna do something like run Prime 95 for like days for no reason other than to just basically thermal hit your PC, then yes, you could potentially, you will have the PC running at thermal max. Which is, I mean, again, it doesn't, you guys will see, it actually, you'll see some slight down clock in the overall clocks, like we're talking very, very smallish, still above stock, but it's, it is worth noting that you will see some down clocking, yes. This is, and I don't think there is another, I have yet to see another system that we could do this with, that you could do the same thing with that carries this power in this size. And then the other two is you could, if you wanted to, do a FragBox with a 7950X and a 4090 as well. So which the 7950, the weird thing about the 7950 is it's just going to run at 95 the whole time. That's just what it does. And you'd have to test the Cinebench scores to basically understand how much it was going to throttle. So let me go ahead and do you guys one favor, because I know one of the things that kind of comes up, and this is like everybody's rig, and this is the thing that will spoil you about systems like this, is let me put it under load and let you hear just how quiet it is. 75 of 250, guys. There's 257 people here. If everybody just went and did a quick like, we would basically hit that goal and have another giveaway ready to go. So if everybody could head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live and hit that thumbs up button, that would be awesome. Plus, I have to say, our thumb for this stream is fire. I'm just going to say. It was really good. So it's worth you going and checking out our custom thumb just for the stream. So now what I'm going to do, just to give you guys an idea, so I'm going to run Cinebench, and I want you guys to listen to the mic. Okay, so let me do it this way. So here it is idle. And we'll go to side. Oh, not, here we go. Here's side camera. So can you guys see that? Let's see if we can get it to. Okay, so here it is. This is the. Let's see if I can get it so it can focus and then. It looks like it's got a little bit of a lock focus. Okay. Okay, let's do it with top down. That might be easier. Okay, so there's top down, which you guys can see. There's our, so we're at, so that's ambient right now. There's our ambient temp right there. We'll hit the, stop the music. Okay, so that is the temp. Now I'm going to put it under load. And you guys can actually see here. Hopefully this works. Oh, let me get this to show up here. Always the problem here with these things is like you try and get it. It's like, just work, please. Am I in? Because I want to be able to show you. There you go. Okay, cool. Okay, so it is, there you guys, you can now see it. So there it is, so you guys can see I'm actually running Cinebench. I'm going to put this in here at the top set, and I'm going to hit start for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to go to top down. Hold on one sec, guys. We are still live, guys. Sorry, one sec. I just realized I should not have. I have the second system on, this one back here, and then when you're going to do Cinebench on something like this, then sometimes we'll actually blow the breaker. But the stream is still live, so hey, we're all good there. There it is. Okay, breaker. But this is why we have everything on a battery backup. So now when we lose it, it just comes back. Sorry, I think that's funny. It's because you can't have this system and then this system. They're both, sometimes it'll trip things. So we'll do it one more time. Need more power. Yes, for sure. We always need more power. Okay, so it's back up now. Just waiting for the cameras. We'll leave that off, and then we'll try this one more time. But again, you were seeing 51 under load. Yeah. What if is the code at the end of the stream for? What do you mean the code? Okay, so our PC's rebooting now. Are you guys, I mean, I'm always curious, as we're doing this, is this interesting to you? Again, we want to make interesting content. I love doing pre-builts, and we want to do these with every kind of pre-built. This one I hadn't had a chance to show you, so I always want to show you guys cool stuff. I know this is out of a lot of people's price range, but we want to show, you know, a cool system. Okay, let me bring this up one more time. Gonna run Cinebench. I think we're still good. Let me check our game capture. Yep, okay, so the game capture is still fine. Okay, so we're gonna go to top down. We're gonna do that one more time. Let's hope it doesn't run off the thing. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna test it, starting it here. There you go, guys. That is under load. So, like I said, that is under load. It is the difference between under load and I'm turning off the load now. So it's literally 6 decibel difference. 6 decibel difference between the two. So yeah, that gives you an idea of just how easy, how quiet these PCs are when you basically have these even under load. So this is it. I will tell you, I'll be honest, this will spoil you because when you like I have that beautiful water-cooled Corsair 5000T build that is my primary build. And there's just everything is so loud compared to something like a Falcon system. Org, thank you very much for pulling that information. Yeah, I like showing you guys stuff that you don't see every day. Auto racing, they're great. They're you're going to pay for them. I mean, that's the other thing too. Okay, so you guys want to know about throttle. You guys want to know obviously about temps. So let's head over here. Let's go to the other camera here. And let's take a look at temps and stuff like that, okay? So, I mean, this is the part that's always fun for you guys. So, I do want you to see this, though. Look at this score. So, you guys want to say, are you looking at performance? Are you looking at performance? This had over 40,000. Oh, I wonder, it looks like this might be frozen. Let me refix this. It doesn't look like it's working. One sec. This had an over 40,000 Cinebench run. So yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. You. Okay, I gotta unplug it and plug it back in again. I may need to go to a 60X. Hey, Jimmy X, Jimmy Kibbix, thank you very much for that. Show it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Now you can see it here. Let's oh, you know what? Dude, is it doing that? It's doing that weird on transform, fit to screen. One sec. I'm gonna go off of it real quick, and I'm gonna fix it's showing HDR again. I hate it when it does this. And it's not showing. It's not showing fat. It's not. It's definitely not showing. It's definitely not showing. Okay, well, it's fine for now. So let's go to game capture so you guys can see it. Sorry, it's so wacky. There's not. It looks like it's doing that stupid HDR thing again, which is why it's blown out. But and I'd have to like get off and give it like lose control and all that sort of stuff for there. Okay, so here we go. Let's start the music again. Okay, so you can see here, look, let's just run a single run. Let's just do a off, just run a single run. Check this out. I mean, this thing crushes, guys. Watch. There it is, 40,403 in a 40,403 in terms of it's just yeah, it's dude, it is that is crazy. Yeah, so it's not even it's crazy what you're getting inside of this small form factor PC at 40,403, which is just an insanely high Cinebench score. Okay, so now let's take a look at what it does thermally, because yes, you are going to see some of this stuff. So we'll bring up XTU because I like to show you the clocks, so you can watch the clock go down and all that sort of stuff at the same time. And then we'll also bring up our hardware monitor. It does have a 4090 in it, yes. Okay, so here we go. We can bring this up. So you guys will be able to watch the thermal throttling, here's all the frequencies and stuff like that. And then I'll also, just for the sake of it, we'll run a 10-minute test. And then we'll also bring up our hardware monitor. Yeah, dude, it's just... It's the RGB. It's the stupid. Oh, I can switch it to dark. I hate it when it does this HDR thing. Okay, we'll close this. And it didn't do it all what I told it to do. That's so not dark mode, guys. Good way to fail on that one. Okay, I don't know if these guys have a dark mode. They probably do. There you go. Okay, there you go. So we got dark theme at least for that. Okay, so there's your package temp right there. It's currently sitting at 40 degrees, which is fantastic for overall idle. And then again, you guys, it looks like you can see these pretty well. Okay, so we're gonna run a 10-minute test. And you guys can see temps. So package temps are currently at 92. We're testing it right now. It's flyby. And you can definitely see this current EDP limit throttling there is some throttle in terms of that stuff, but in terms of, check it out, you're getting 5.4 on all cores. 5.4 on all cores. You're still hitting 5.5, just to give you an idea in terms of what it should be. So again, you're supposed to be getting 5.8 on 2, 5.5, and then 5.5 across the board. And there's our, see again, you're gonna hit pretty close to 100. And there's your thermal throttle right there. But again, all your core clocks still 5.4, 5.5, and it's still hitting it pretty regularly. And you have seen some 5.5s because you can see all the 5.5s on the left-hand side. The temps per core right here. Actually, I'd have to add them. But yeah, you can show temps per core. The package temp is the most interesting though. This is the thing you want to see, right? Is you want to see these you want to see the boost clock staying very close to what they need to, right? But again, this is a small form factor build, and of course, I want to show that even when you're doing what you are still seeing from an overall Cinebench score is 40,000. You're at 39,718, so you've lost 300 points right now on your Cinebench run. So, Bartley B, 1894, thank you for the sub. Jimmy Kabax, thank you very much for the sub as well. So there you go. You're watching it. You're actually seeing the temps and the cores. Again, still hitting 5.5, 5.3. I saw a 5.5 hitting there too, 5.4s. So it's still getting that max core clock here too. But you can look here. When do you think the 5,000, what do you mean? Oh, count to it, did you? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it, dude. Yeah, that's why I'm showing you a 10-minute run. So you can actually see it's fly by me. I want to show you guys, again, this is well outside of what most people would ever hit. And you're talking about with rendering, this is worst case, right? So again, I'm showing you worst case. Yeah, it's toasty when you're, again, toasty when you're looking at, this is where you're thinking. But when you do the same thing on the other small form factor builds, again, you're still running a Cinebench score of over 39,000. Your core clocks are still hitting stock and above, and at the same time, you are still basically, comparatively to the Raptor Canyon, that you're not looking at core clocks in the 3s. Yeah, you're gaming. You're not going to get any throttling during gaming. We can show you guys that too. No, dude, gaming on this thing is in the 60s. Count to it. I'm not sure what's going on there. Ricky Bullock, thank you for the $2, man. Appreciate it. But I want to show, I'm not going to hide information for you. Guys, I want to show you the whole thing, and then we can look at it once it's done. Thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend. How are we doing likes on YouTube? $106, guys. Keep it coming. Need 100 more. 120, 140. 4 more. We can do it. Head on over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Hit that thumbs up button. Remember, if we get 250, we give away another $25 Newegg gift card. Thank you, Dempy. Okay, we are now, our Cinebench score is now 39,559. And our core clocks, we're seeing some starting to hit 5.2. We're still seeing 5.4s. There's a 5.3. Thank you for those likes, guys. And the other thing too is, guys, you do, and I remember when we first showed this to Evo. Evo is right. You do not have to do a 13,900K. You can do a 13.7. You could do a 13.6 if you wanted to, if you cared about it, right? Again, 13.9, you're still getting incredible performance. And then for those like Evo Cyber Nation, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, man. Appreciate it. Talking to some of their direct customers, like for instance, Epic Games, they want 13.9s because they use these as render machines. And then under renders, these things are sitting in the 80s. So you're not going to have... $7,600X on par with a 13.6. Yes. Hey, Ricky, thank you for the $1 as well. Any other questions, you guys? I want to make sure that you guys see all the information just to give you an idea. You can actually see these core clock frequencies going down here. So this is the line that we'll look at. We'll just start with core 1 just to get you guys some tracking here so you can see where it basically hits. But again, we could have done this for all of the P cores just to give you an idea. But you are seeing here some limited, but there is actual frequency drop as this goes through. Could you cook on this PC? Dude, it's blowing some warm air. This is not the Raptor. This is the FragBox. The Raptor cannot hold a candle to this thing, to be honest. Count to it. There's a resub, 17 months. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, there's a lot of juice pumping through this right now. We're going to see where it ends at the end of 10 minutes. We have 2 minutes left, guys. Sorry, just getting ready for a video. So, the electric meter, it's not that bad. Okay, 2 minutes, guys. Again, you can still see those boost clocks. It's boosting at around the same frequency. And you can still see it jumping up to that 5.5. Count to it. I just steal the power right from them. That's what we tried to do. Okay, guys, 120 at 250. We're getting there. Just keep hitting that thumbs up. We can do it. Any other questions, guys, or we'll start going into games? And we can look at temps when it's gaming, right? Because that's always the most interesting thing, because that's what a lot of people, if you were going to buy something like this, would do. Yeah, dude, it's an amazing machine. Still going. Temps are basically, you guys are seeing the throttles here, like the temps are dropping and stuff like that, but it is thermal throttling. We're basically staying at 100. And we are seeing small, like things are hitting 5.2, 5.1 now. 25 seconds left. And our last Cinebench run was 39. It's still above 39,000 in terms of its Cinebench score. Ghost Poner, this is an i9 13900K. Kyotama, that was a long time ago. So Cinebench is actually good. Mihai, you can actually get Cinebench right from the Windows Store, and it's free. The video card in this is an RTX 4090. If you're going to do only gaming, Super Swag, a 13.7 or a 7700X would be great, or a 5800X 3D, if you want to spend a little less. Okay, there we go. There we go. Cosmic Jordan, they have not yet set. Kyotoma, we showed it earlier. Okay, so here we go. Now we're looking at it. So our base clock there. Let's pause it. So you can see here that oh, here it is right there. Okay, so lowest it ever hit was 5.19, and at its start it was at 5.39. So we lost about 200 megahertz. We were still seeing boosts up to 5.4. You can see those turbo boosts jumping up to 5.4, but for the most part, we were basically hitting 5.1 across the board. Last one was just shy of 39,000 on our thing at 38,999. That was after 10 minutes of benching. And then looks like we have a new version of XTU. But again, you are seeing some throttling, right? And then you can see that they have done some stuff to keep the boost clocks in the temps. But what they tried to do here was basically continue to. I'm just gonna update and install the most. What? Okay. Well, I'll play the other one later. Again, what they're trying to do is just give you the maximum amount of power given what you can do with a case this size. Now again, if we were going to put this inside of the Talon, which we showed with the 7950X, this would not have this problem at all. In fact, the Talon runs this beautifully with the same thing just because it has just that much more airflow. But this and the Talon both have the same cooling capability in terms of they both have the same 280 millimeter AIO. Kyotama, if you want to see it, I can show you. You can see it right here. Just to see, because I know some people are new. So there's the 4090 right there. Oops. So there's a 4090 right next to it. So it's a PNY Accelerate 4090. And then again, we were showing the overall decibel, and then again, when you want to look at it from the side, this is really bad for the temps right now, but and there's the side of it. And it's got additional air being blown directly into it. But again, you still have room, and again, it is secured in there. You still have some room to even go a little bit longer in terms of the case if they wanted to. So, but I mean, the GPU temps, you guys will see it during gaming. We'll throw some 1080p. Well, 1080p would be terrible for it. We'll see if we can. We'll actually do it via MSI Afterburner, and then show you guys the temps for the GPU. But it's like super low. You could do 1080p, but this is definitely an overkill 1080p rig. So, I believe they have only one kidney sale going on. Yeah, this is a 4K gaming rig. 1440p, even this thing would be throttled at 1440p. Okay, so let's just show you an idea in terms of temps when gaming. That's always good, so you guys can see, because the other thing too is also you're just like, hey, well, what are temps when gaming, which is always a good number to basically have. So here we're gonna pop up Cyberpunk. Sorry for the HDR overblow, guys. It's showing HDR, which always makes me mad about this. The Elgato keeps switching, and that's why you're seeing the overblown colors. It's literally the Elgato being wacky. Yeah, they do, Philinix. That's what we're showing off, is just so people can see it. It's not a lot of people actually get a look at these kind of systems, so it's why I like to show them off. Okay, so let's throw it. Let's just show you guys so you guys can see it. Let's see video. 20 by 1080. There you go. We'll go apply there. And then we're going to go and do full screen off. Just go to windowed. Okay, so there you go. And then we'll do, okay. Pop it over so you guys can see temps when we're running at. So there's your package temp when gaming. Okay, graphics, we'll run it at, obviously, quality. And then we'll run it at ultra, ray tracing ultra with DLSS on quality. Hit apply. Actually, why don't we turn it off, DLSS off. So we'll run it ultra, okay, there we go. The DLSS is off. Okay, so there we go. So let's go run benchmark, and then we'll see what our temps are. Then you can basically look at the temps. Package temps right now are in the 70s. And then the GPU temps, hold on, let me jump GPU temps so you guys can see those. And there's your GPU temp right there, currently in the 40s. Yeah, the game has to support it. So again, this is raw, 1080p, this is 1080p, no DLSS, raw performance. You're seeing what temps are sitting at when gaming. GPU is sitting in the 50s. CPU is running in the high 70s, mid 80s at times. Hunter War, thank you very much for the sub. Again, I want to give you guys the real numbers, and it's silent. It is just dang near silent in terms of gaming. It is making no noise. I mean, you're talking about a 6 decibel difference. So very, very, very impressive in terms of just what you're seeing here from a performance standpoint. Now, if you guys want, we could, I think with MSI Afterburner, I don't remember if I have it installed, I can do 4K here. Okay, I do have it. So monitoring, OSD is here. Let's get, everything should be, CPU temperature is on. Frame rate on, okay, and then we'll on-screen display, Control O, Control K, okay, and then benchmark, P, Control L. Okay, here we go. So now we can see temps. I'm gonna restart this. And we'll run 4K. 720p. Wow, Hunter War gave out 10. Dude, it's good to see you. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Hunter War. How we doing likes on YouTube, guys? Thank you very much for that, Hunter War. It's been a while. You been busy again? Here we go. So there's all our temps and our frames per second and all that sort of stuff. Oops, I don't want to do settings, graphics. Okay, we're going to change this now to, we have FSR off, video. Okay, we're going to go to full screen now, and then we're going to go to 4K. Hopefully it stays. I hope you guys can see it. Okay, so that, okay. I don't actually know if this monitor supports that resolution. I don't think it does, so I think, oh, let's close this. That wouldn't be good. Okay, and then let me do, this. There we go. Okay, let's try this one more time. We'll do 1440p. Okay, we'll do 1440p. And go start there. I don't think I forgot. I don't think this actually runs I don't think it's not hooked up to a 4K monitor. I might be able to run 4K just on the HDMI, but I don't think I'll be able to do 4K on the monitor. Okay, so let's see what we got here in terms of resolution. Oh, we're at 4K. Okay, we're at 4K right now, so good to go. Okay, so let's do graphics. We're going to keep it DLSS off. Let's just run the benchmark and then go from there. There you go. So this is 4K gaming. So now you're looking at your GPU is sitting in the 60s. $13,900K, still hitting those high numbers, but again, still reasonable, given the small form factor. GPU temp's right there. It's currently 64 degrees. Turdog, thank you very much for the sub, dude. This is 40 FPS at 4K without DLSS. This is just raw. If I set it to what it's supposed to be, then we'll actually get a much better temp. I mean, much better performance. You're talking about raw, full RTX right now. There's no DLSS or anything. Yeah, that's because we're running it. Okay, now, here we go. Let's do this. This is how it's meant to be run. Because again, you don't even have to get that crazy. You can run it at balance. So here we go. So settings, go to graphics, change DLSS to quality or balanced. I mean 14. Technically, you should run it at performance because that's for 4K. And then run benchmark. Here you go. Request to hydrate. Yes, yes, I will hydrate right now from Cosmic Jordan. Okay, this is with DLSS. The right DLSS for the resolution. There you go, 197, 103 frames per second. Try 32K. So Paglamia, let me be honest, 4090s do not use 600 watts. In fact, actually 4070 Ti, 4080 are more energy efficient in gaming than your 7900 XTX or 7900 XT. They only draw 220 or 250 watts average. The 4090 draws less wattage. And that 360, yeah, so again, the wattage is, at 4K it's a little bit higher, but for the most part, they actually don't draw 600 watts. That's something that has been a little bit of is something that NVIDIA has been kind of pushing, is how much more energy efficient these cards are, and that you don't get the high transient spikes anymore either. No, the 4080 is still running. You can still go buy it. So, yeah. And I've shown that data before. That's not to say like, that's not saying the XTX is better. The XTX is a much better value than the 4080. I'm just saying from a power consumption standpoint, the 4080 uses less power. Okay, so there you go. That shows you gaming GPU gaming CPU temps, gaming GPU temps. It shows you benchmark performance at 4K at Cyberpunk 2077, and all for the very, very low price of way more than you probably want to pay, but still an incredible machine. No, Logic's know that, like, even when we did it with Raw, it never got above 67. Dude, this thing has incredible cooling for the GPU. No, Turdog, no, because if I turn off DLSS, you will still see the temps run at 60. Yes, Philinix, yes. This is a value to a certain audience. That is very, very true. They are not overcharging for these PCs. These PCs are worth what you pay for them. The value for this has to be in the eye of the beholder for sure. Because again, there's nothing about this that isn't premium. Thank you very much, Org. Dude, I love having Org and BMockers. They just always have, like, they're like, does anybody remember pop-up video from, like, way back in the day? Way back in the day where, like, it's like da-da-da, and then, like, he's like a pop-up video. It's like, the air cooling of a 40 series model is, you know, blah, blah. No, Falcon Northwest is owned by nobody. Default GGS, this is, again, for this size, you are going to sacrifice some thermal performance, but in terms of your 10 minutes of Cinebench runs, it was sitting at over 39,000 on Cinebench. You're not going to have it. You have no GPU thermal throttling. You could still even probably do some overclocking, though that could have some impact in terms of your CPU thermals. So you have no impact on GPU performance, and in a small, probably one of the smallest, beefiest enclosures you can get. Correct, May Aikens, exactly. Okay, anything is... Hersker, yeah, there's a lot of people who have Falcon Northwest systems. They're a premium company. Guys, we have 100 more subs. 100 more likes. And don't forget to subscribe, too. Make sure you hit that subscription button, too. Does any other games people want to see? I got some other ones that we got options for. If you guys want to see some other options in terms of how a game on a 13900K and a 4090 might run, that we have that are like benchmarkable and stuff like that. Yes, I knew. Yeah, he's awesome. World of Warcraft. You know what? I don't have installed. I don't have. Let me see. Okay, I might have Valhalla on here. Okay, so what I have Forza Horizon 5. I have Metro Exodus. I have Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I have Callisto Protocol. I have Elden Ring, which runs at 60. I've also got Witcher, the new Witcher, on here. I do not have World of Warcraft. No, I do not have World of Warcraft. Sorry. You guys want to see Metro Exodus? You know what? It's funny. I thought about putting Flight Sim on here. I will download it and show that next time. Yeah. Okay. So people want to see Metro Exodus. I think Metro Exodus. I have to run the benchmark edition. I think I actually have to run the benchmark on Metro Exodus, which I don't think. Manage, browse local files. There it is. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna put it on extreme. We'll run it at 4K. Extreme, ultra. We're gonna put where it belongs at performance with ray tracing. Leave everything else off. Tessellation on full, and then we'll do one thing from here. Okay, so let's hit run all. Let's just hit run. Okay. Okay, so here we go. This is Metro Exodus. Metro Exodus, 4K, 4K, ray tracing on performance. Ray tracing, everything on ultra, with DLSS on performance. So right now we're at 180 frames per second. The Celine Dion request to stretch. Okay, here we go. How's that? Is that better? Was that a good stretch? Was that a quality? Not enough groaning. Yeah, I do remember that. It's Fly By Me. That was actually pretty funny. I'm like, I don't understand why it's running so terribly. So we'll let it run all the way through. I hate that this is HDR right now. I haven't played this game. Like I've heard really good things about this game. Jez, what's up, dude? We're just running through and showing off the a small form factor PC. What's up, buddy? How you doing, my friend? Why are you up at 7? Oh, I guess is it really early in the morning there, or you just haven't gone to sleep yet? Or you might be drunk. Okay, so there is our benchmark right there. Average frame rate, 130 frames per second. Max was 205. Min was 80. And then again, we saw temps there in terms of what we saw from a temp standpoint, but no issues whatsoever running that game. Oh, no sleep. Wow. I've heard really good. Would PR, no, VR would be, I mean, again, VR does push it more, but again, there are no VR headsets that have the resolution that would push this. This PC is way better than an Alienware. Yes, Jonathan, yes. This is a much better PC than an Alienware, for sure. Don't you have a PC now, Jez? Yeah, you do. You have a Steam Deck. Anything else that you guys want to see from a game standpoint? I don't know if there's much else you guys want to see. You know, it's funny. Flight Sim would have been awesome, and I regret not having that on here. We could run the Callisto Protocol if you guys wanted to see that. That's newer. Or we could do Witcher 3. I don't have Warframe, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? I think I have COD. I do have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Your PC struggled. I don't have X-Plane. Oh, I need to get X-Plane. I've heard good things about that. Yeah, I agree, Org. Org is definitely spouting truth in that case. Dude, the Series X and the PlayStation 5 are no slouch. Oh, is this still running? Okay. Did it die? Did it crash? I feel like COD crashed, guys. Try it one more time. It's trying to run. honestly, Jez, if you just want to do a streaming PC, I could probably do it for like $1,500 bucks, dude. If not even less. I could probably do it for like pretty close to 1,000. If you wanted something that lasted a little while, you could do a $1,500 rig that gamed and streamed for World of Warcraft for $1,500. And putting a pretty nice system together. Yeah, count to it. There you go. COD times 2. COD running would be great right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Okay, so we're into the game now. Then I could probably, it's funny because I think what I would do in that case, honestly, Jez, is I could probably send you a Ghost Canyon, like a Nook that has like a 3060 in it, and then you'd be good. I have no idea what settings we have in here. And this might need a whole update. There's a benchmark in Modern Warfare 2? What? Really? I didn't know that. I could honestly, let me go look. I think and then I would use an external capture card, so like an Elgato capture card, and that wouldn't be bad. Oh wow, I didn't know there was I didn't know there was a benchmark. Yeah. I mean, dude, you could probably, like, seriously, I wouldn't have any problem sending it to you if I can find it. I would do an external capture card. Yeah, like an HD60X, Jez, not an internal. Honestly, internal capture cards are not the way to go anymore. Okay, let's see what we have here. Internal capture cards are just not they're just not good use of resources, especially when the bandwidth now on USB 3.1 and USB 3.2 Gen 2 is more than good enough for them. It's just a waste of space. Do I have to watch this whole thing? I guess I do, right? I don't even know what's happening right now. That's fine, Jess. Yeah. I'll see if I can find I'll see if I can find it. I have one sitting around somewhere. I have no problem sending it over to you if you just cover the shipping costs. And it's like tiny. It's like this big. It's really small. Okay, finally skip. I did the raid last time. Okay, so we can go to settings, graphics. Now it's so funny because here's the deal, guys. Like if I do this, it's at 4K right now, which is, I don't know why you'd play at 4K, but the quality like this, like I don't have a good, okay, it's all very low right now. Okay, so it's set to very low, so it's pretty good. Let's make sure that we don't have any dynamic resolution, automatic off, V6 off, from custom frame rate limited is unlimited, apply. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's just do, I don't know what half this stuff is. Okay, so they have Battle Royale, and then they have this. Do you guys want to, what is DMZ? Which one should I play? Hey, I'm glad count to it. Which one do you think? Warzone? Where's the benchmark? Where do you get the benchmark at? Go into multiplayer. Okay, so I'm in multiplayer. Okay, go into multiplayer. So I'm in multiplayer. Right? Isn't this multiplayer? Is this not multiplayer? Okay, let me fix that. Resolution, hold on. No, we'll just set it to 100. Okay, there you go. To the left of DMZ, okay. Okay, go into here. Oh, okay, got it, okay. Multiplayer, benchmark. Okay, here we go. Start. That's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody would be playing 4K Call of Duty, but this is 4K. So this is, we can do 4K 144 right now. Oh, do not hit start. Why not? Why don't you hit start? It's running a benchmark. Oh. Yeah, this is you can do 4K at 144, no problem. So there you go. And then your GPU temp was in the 50s. So there you go. There is 197 FPS at 4K. And then if you wanted to, like for most people, like if you, which is what most people are going to do, let's do this. Graphics, go to display. Oh. Let's go to 1440p. Start. Start. There he goes. So this is 1440p. This does not have ray tracing on. So this is 1440p. It's quiet. It's making no noise. Sorry for the blowout, guys. It's just the card. There you go. 300 frames per second right now, 1440p. And the noise is, dude, here, I'm up against it. That's how noisy it is. You guys, my mic is right up against the fans. So the one that I have spec'd, I don't know, we can take a look. I don't know how much the one I have spec'd is. It's pricey. This build is pricey. Yeah. So there you go, 286 FPS at 1440p. So I can look real quick. Let's take a look. let's go to our, let's go to Falcon, and we'll take a look. Is HDR on here? Okay, good. Okay, so it's not using HDR. Okay, cool. Okay, let's just take a look here at Falcon Northwest, and you can see how we'll spec this one out. So here's about Falcon. So we're gonna go to here, desktops, and we have the FragBox configure. Let's see how much drive space I have on here. So I have a 2 terabyte on here. Okay. So again, you can do a 13th gen core, or you could do a 7000 series Ryzen. You do have the option for both. So whichever option. So BMOC would choose this, and then some people would choose this. I choose both. I actually have both. My Talon is this, and my FragBox is this. Okay, so we're not going to do expedited builds. We're not going to do UV print. We're just going to, the insert is RGB. Power supply, we have that one, the 1000 watt. Motherboard, there's only one option, the G. Processor, okay, so you can do a 13.6, 13.7, and a 13.9. What we have in here is a 13.9. The cooler is only the 280 millimeter AIO. That's what we have in here. Memory, we have 6,000 megahertz at 32 gigs is what we have. So this is the standard. You can go up to 64 gigs at 5600 and 48 gigs. Let me just make sure. Performance. Yeah, we have 32 gigs. Oh, yes, 36,000 megahertz. Yeah, 32 gigs at 6,000 megahertz. Okay, good. So you have 32 gigs at 6,000. You can do 64 gigs or 128 gigs at 4,800. Video card, you can do the 3060 Ti up to the PNY 4090, or you can do the 7900 XTX. So it's minus $700 if you go, but here's what we have right here. Sound card we have onboard, networking we have onboard, and the operating system we have is, oh, okay, and we have a 2 terabyte. You have the option of a 2 terabyte or 4 terabyte Kingston drive. And then you can add additional SATA. So as we have installed right now, this PC is $5,500 for this particular version. So, and again, you do have options of custom UV print and stuff like that, but you are paying for, I mean, guys, you gotta admit, it's crazy how much colder this side is. But for this size, this power, again, custom chassis and all that sort of stuff, they're not hampering out on you. You do have the ability, if you have an issue with the PC and they can't solve it, then they will pay for you to overnight the PC to them. They will fix it and overnight back. You've got a crazy warranty, call-in support, and on top of that, just probably one of the best. I mean, they test these systems to the 9. So, and on top of that, inside of when you actually get your Falcon, you get all of your benchmarks, everything. So if you see a drop in performance or whatever it was, you have all of those just baseline benchmarks to find out what your issue is. Yeah, in this case, I did find out later, after I did the review for it, that I do get to keep it. And it has a handle too, and it's a great form factor. It is heavy, but yeah, I did find out I got to keep it after I finished the review. I thought I had to send it back, but I do get to keep it. There isn't a travel case for it. You could get, I would recommend doing a Pelican. That's what I would do for something like that. GPGT 300, thank you for the sub. Guys, how are we doing on likes on YouTube? Yeah, but we are going to be giving this one back here, which is, this will have a 7900 XTX, and then we'll have a 7950X. We will be giving this PC away, which is a Falcon Northwest Talon customized PC. We're going to be giving away that away later. Okay, guys, can we get to 210? Yeah, it is a creamy thick. This is a very portable beast. Yeah. FalconNorthwest.com. Yeah, Falcon North. The link is in the description. Can we get a link down for people? Guys, let's get 200. Let's get to 210. If some people can get 30 more likes, they're actually located in Oregon. So they're actually located in Oregon. So glass CMDR, these cases are built like tanks. So the actual GPUs are fastened inside of the case. So these are, when you ask out how it is to travel, this is the best circumstance for travel. These things do not move. And it is fastened to the case with a custom fastener. You know, Frosty QRC, I will write Celt because fastened, it's secured in there, count to it. Yeah, I'll show you. Let me shut it off because I'm not gonna do that with my hand. I'm not just gonna stick my hand in there. So here, like, it's so crazy. Okay, here you go. Look at this. Side. You guys can see it. Watch. I cannot move that GPU. It is secured in there. It's not moving. It is literally has a metal fastener, and you can see it right there. It is metal fastened into the case. So if you were to like, it's not going to shock damage, anything like that. It's not going to have that issue. And they work with the GPU manufacturers to make sure that they have the measurement, so the card is secured in there. I'm doing good. Yeah, intake here, intake here. So the way air works through here and up. And we showed thermals. Go back and watch the live stream if you just want to see it all live. We showed thermals. We showed 10-minute soak test. We showed performance benchmarks on COD, Cyberpunk, Metro Exodus. We showed how it was built. We showed the cost, how to customize it. Yeah, that's why we do these shows, yeah. And they're mag vented only on this side. There are no filters on this side. But again, the airflow on this side is actually very different. It's just, it does suck in air, but there is no fans. The fans are just pulled in. The fans are up the top here. And then here, I'll do the top down view. It's probably the easiest one to show. Best light. So again, 280 millimeter AIO on the inside of this that's doing the cooling. So 280 mil, so the fans are pulling in this way. And then, you know, there's a ton of room in here for the actual build. And then 1000 watt SFXL PSU, which we used in our Fractal. Yeah, double pull, and that's why they had the fans on the other side for the GPU, because there's fans that literally push air through and to feed the AIO. Yes, correct. Yeah, it's still in pulling air, but then it's exhaust out of the top. I mean, you guys saw the performance. You saw what it's capable of. It's a very, very well-made, very, very high-end gaming PC. No, they don't. It's, you know, this is specifically for them. And the amount of iterations, it's really funny. We did a whole video on it, but the amount of iterations it takes just to get it done is, yeah. It's an impressive piece of hardware. Creamy Thick, so this, we've actually had, you guys are seeing here, we've actually had this system now. We got it with the 13900K launch, with the 4090 launch. And so we've had this system and we've run it. You can see how much dust it's actually kept. Honestly, it hasn't been that bad. It's been sitting up and stuff like that. So cleaning it hasn't been all that bad. And plus, I mean, if you just do like an air blow, you'd blow most of it out. So my personal PC specs, I have two. The main one I run is a 7950X with a 4090. So, and then the second one I have is the second one I have is a 7900X with a 4090. And then I have on the way a 13900K with a 4090. So all of my personal PCs are 4090s because every one of my displays is 4K. So count to it. You should go check out. Fantex has Thermaltake has a 1,000 watt and an 850 watt SFF PSU. Cooler Master also has an SFF coming out, and then Silverstone has a 1,000 watt. But my main gaming rig is actually an AMD system now. It's a 7900, 7950. Is there anything? What's up, dude? How you doing? Good, good.
Falcon.
Yeah, the Falcon. We were showing it off. Yeah. Did you just wrap up?
Just bring in the hype train.
Oh, okay. He's bringing the hype train.
Yeah, I got a transfer file.
Oh, you're gonna have to do it on here, on the laptop. So, and I can transfer. Oh yeah, you need here. Let me just give them to you, and then you can just do it.
And you got the FTP yet?
Yeah, you can just do it for it. Just you just run the FTP. So I'll give it to you. Then you can do it. Yeah. Sorry about taking the beautiful camera away from you. We just use it all the time.
That's fine.
Yeah, let me get it up.
My biggest concern is that like settings will get changed. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but it's we're shooting every Monday with it and stuff like that now. So, but we'll get another one. We're gonna buy another. There you go, sir. You can just here. Let me bring it up so you can just copy it up, and that's what you are. You just gonna you just want to copy it up to. Yeah. Okay. Here you go. It's just run it onto the NAS is here. Let me connect to it. Got to be on the Wi-Fi. I'm usually on wired. Oh, I can switch. We can switch to wired here. You can give you the wire.
You have wired.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, let me disconnect from it here. Cancel. Disconnect. Let him have the let. No, I'll just stand. You can sit over there on the chair. There you go. We're wrapping up anyway.
Where do you want that floor built?
It's gonna get packed. So we don't know. We haven't figured it out yet.
I like the wood touches on that fractal.
Yeah, it's cool, huh? Does it have enough for length? Okay, maybe you can just sit right here. Yeah, that'd be great. Everybody, Brian, he's getting everything going up. Hey, Dave, Death Giver, thank you very much for the sub, and Two Shots, thank you for the sub. When you are Robeytech, 49 is going to come to you. So, yeah, Brian is this is the man who makes all of our beautiful like B-roll and shots and stuff like that. So yeah, there it is. This is the guy, and he's been here since the beginning. Day one. Like we originally started it together. So yeah.
I see Blondie.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He does he makes the magic pretty.
Day one, three years ago.
Yep.
Pretty awesome.
Okay, so anyway, guys, that is the Fractal. That is the Falcon Northwest FragBox. I hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough. We wanted to show you guys everything. I think we covered pretty much it all. So it should be just RGB power, and then it's just Robeytech, and then now you're in the FTP structure now, video projects, all that stuff. Yep. So this is it. Anything else? Imagine B-roll. Well, that's what you guys are going to see on Thursday. That's what we did. Is we B-rolled. We made what is called the Just Build series. It's a brand new one. It's just shot. It's just a cinematic of me building. I did wear clothes this time, even though Brian didn't want me to. But we decided to wear clothes. But it is literally just you guys enjoying building with no talking. It should be cool. Creamy Thick, that's what the live streams are. You get to watch me build too, and we'll be building on Thursday and Saturday, so yeah. Not the clothes again, I know, you guys are bummed. So yeah, so that'll be Thursday morning at 8 a.m. With a brand new case, which you just got finished shooting, which with a brand new case on Thursday, and then we'll be back, but we'll also be building in that case Thursday evening, so you guys can enjoy that too. Yeah, next on Robeytech hot tub builds, that's right. Come on, guys, let's get those last 30 likes. There's 300 people here right now. Go ahead and head over to youtube.com/RobeytechLive. Hit that thumbs up button. There's an R-rated build that you are, no, yeah, that is an R-rated. That's an X-rated build. I think that's, what's above X? It's a Z-rated. I don't even fit in a single X. It's like triple X, yeah. Only need to hit 210. A Robeytub has a nice review. What happened to the Ford PC? So honestly, we're trying to find a way to give it away. The viewership on the video wasn't that high, so we were gonna do it that way, so we're trying to find a different way to do it. The case was not the NV7. I promise we'll show that when we do it. Yeah. Okay. Where are we at on likes, guys? Let's see if we can get those last ones, and then we'll do that giveaway. We have 2 cards to give away, so I want to make sure we give those away before we chat today. Head on over. There's 300 people here. YouTube.com/Robeytech Live. Hit that thumb up button, and then we'll be done. Just need 27 more likes. So go to network. Keep going down. Keep going down. Keep going down. Network. There you go. RGB power. There it is.
Later, bro.
See you later, buddy. Cards, cards, yeah, 190, 69, nice. Oh, so there's 300, there's 250 over at Twitch, half breed. 69. You're happy about the 69 viewers. It's like my son, 69, okay, buddy. Only 20 more likes. And then we will be done. Then we'll give away the GPU. I mean, sorry, the games, the Newegg gift cards. I took my puppy to the vet last week. She was 69 pounds. There you go. Creamy thick. Yeah. 199, only 10 more to go, guys. Let's finish it out, and then we'll do the giveaway. I'm gonna start prepping. Giveaways. Cloudbot giveaways. I love tubby puppies. I don't even know what that means. Do they have a fancy 4D nano leaf? Wow. A 4D Robeytech logo. That'd be crazy. I don't know. I guess at some point in time we'll do we're going to do a studio update. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. We got to be close. I mean, it's been like, I'm just waiting for, okay, 8 more, and I'm waiting for Blondie to do the YouTube goal. She always does when we hit it. Good. Thank you for the resub. 21 months. That's crazy, dude. Sub Hunter, dropping it in there. Thank you, Sub Hunter, for 20 months, man. That's crazy. We can do it. We only need, what, 6 more subs? People have stopped. What's a real quiet keyboard? Oh, there's some actually really good ones. Honestly, there's a new one. You should check it out. Go look at my Asus. Look at my Asus live coverage from CES. That keyboard that they have coming out is bonkers. It's really quiet, and it feels ridiculous. Splatter King, thank you for doing that. I should have a floating, rotating RT on the table. Maybe someday. We might have to do that at some point in time. So Thursday, you're definitely going to tune in, guys, because it's a case that you're going to be very excited to see. It looks good, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's really pretty.
You're talking about the fractal day?
No, I'm talking about the other one. The one that the one that you haven't seen. No, the one. Did you take pictures of another one?
I did 2 empty cases.
And then you should have had a full. You should have.
Oh, the full build?
Yeah. That's unannounced. Yeah. That's unannounced.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was like,
But that one looks.
yeah, that one's clean.
That one's clean. You guys are going to be excited. Good. There you go. There it is. Thank you for the thing. Come on, let's get those last likes, guys. Maybe set up a party of your page to show the specs of your gaming machine. Oh, some people have talked about that. That's come up quite a few times, like having a link to my rigs. We'll get that. That's a good call. You know what? Honestly, Tom has asked for that like 30 times. Kasid, you're asking if I use an anti-static. It depends on your floor. I mean, honestly, if you build in your kitchen, you're fine. Or like a plastic floor, it's like, but if you're gonna like build with like super fluffy socks on a carpet next to a cat, then yeah, maybe throw and a dryer, then you might need one. Yeah. Razer keyboards can be quiet. Honestly, go to Best Buy and try them. Because the thing is what you may define as quiet may not be quiet to other people. And Best Buy has all of them for you to try. Yellow switches are usually tactile, which means they have a little bit of a bump. They can be a little bit quiet, like Holy Pandas. Yeah. Yeah, Goober's got a thing. You could do that, stuff like that. 209, guys, literally, it's like we're one like away. Oh, he's gonna go like. Okay, Brian's gonna make it happen. He's gonna save the day. Oh, did you do it? Did you like it?
No.
Oh.
Is this one?
Yeah. There you go. Now we're at 211. Okay, there we go. We're at 211. Exclamation point Newegg now, guys. Exclamation point Newegg now. Starting that giveaway right now. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. I've never, it's funny. I haven't used a lot of HyperX. I use Razer. I've used Corsair. What's your keyboard?
I have it's not Corsair.
Logitech? You remember?
No, it was like a Newegg version.
This one. These guys. Rosewell. Yeah. It's not bad.
It's good.
Yeah, they have a tendency to be cheap. We need right now you're not in the best spot for like an ideal PC setup yet. Soon.
Yeah.
A year, right?
So my keyboard isn't really all like for video editing and things. Even the gaming that I do on a controller. So
Yeah.
Keyboard isn't really all that
Important to you. Yeah. What do you have like how close are we to the house built now? Do we know?
It's such a long process.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the county that we live in is just dragging us into.
They just really want to see I think there may be hidden cams in your setup to see if you guys actually kill yourselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
kill each other.
Yeah. 6 months in and pretty much nothing.
I'm sorry,
we
dude.
did get to go yesterday we went to the design center and picked out a bunch of the finishes.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay, but it's still nowhere else. Well, the church may be done before you're.
yeah, maybe.
It's a race. That you should do. We should have that like fun like some sort of big race that goes in there. Okay, guys, doing that. Dropping those last things. 20 seconds still left to go. Tom, we are using the other laptop, so we'll run deals on Thursday for sure. Sorry about that. I want to make sure he gets his upload. So this man does not have a short drive anymore.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So. Okay, guys, you can no longer count to it. 178, you win. Oh, Casey, thank you very much for that. That's huge. Build me a gaming PC, height Y60 or Y40. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. And then also to Death Giver. I don't want to hang out with that person. I want to be Life Giver because I don't want to die.
Unless he's your bodyguard.
Yeah, then he could be Death Giver. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if he's a bodyguard named Death Giver is pretty good. Okay, guys, well, that is it for tonight's show. Sorry for the lateness. Oh, by the way, it was not a Windows 11 thing. We thought it was a Windows 11 thing, but we actually found out that our LAN cable actually died. So we don't know how it died or why it died, but I ended up having to re-run a LAN cable, and that's why it took so long. But it's now all fixed. Super appreciate everybody hanging out. Lots of videos. Again, so next stream is on Thursday, and then we have another one Saturday. We got the Height Y40 on Saturday, and then the build that you just saw will be actually on Thursday. So it's sick, and then there's a whole Just Build Me video coming out. We have the Ice Bar video coming out on Monday that we did at CES. That was drama mama. Let me tell you, there was a lot of drama with that one. So you guys are gonna really enjoy that as well. And then we still have some stuff coming up with Aston Martin, that's as well. So it should be really awesome. Anyway, guys, that is it for me and Brian. kicking off the new year. You started it. You're kicking off. This is the first stream of the studio of the new year.
Here we go.
So there it is, guys. Another year that Brian and I are gonna go off screen and make out. No, I'm just kidding. After this, but anyway, have a nice night. We will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you for sticking around, and a huge shout out to Falcon Northwest for providing us this FragBox to go and play around with. Have a great night, guys, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.